All right, coming to you live and direct. Y'all already know what it is, man. The BIW, the DOW, Chicken to the Scene, the place to be. Yes, sir. We are live once again, and we got news and updates for you. As I can share my screen right here, but I want to see everybody in the chat. Let me know where you're checking in from and how you're checking in. Have you seen the latest videos? Let me know which one was your favorite. We got the Buff Time podcast popping off. We also had exclusive interview with my main man, Philip Dukes, who joined on. Dukes with the scoop. And also we got Buff updates, transfer portal news, and things of that nature to get into. So first things first, y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know how you checking in and where you're checking in from, what you got going on, what you fake hearing about today. If anything, you know, Big Dog Chico, this is Big Dog Radio that you're tuned into right now. So you might be hearing my voice, but you might not be seeing my face. Here and there, you might see it pop up. But just to give you the info that you're checking in for, updated Colorado football eligibility chart. Y'all can check that out. I'm going to share it with you on the screen right here. You can see all the players who are still on the roster as of right now for the Buffs officially, to where you're not confused about anything. You're not asking questions. You're not, everything is official, and it's right here. Y'all check out buffstampede.com. My main man, Adam Mustang Tiger, who's back now in the States, and he put this out so everybody can see it. So y'all can go check that out. If not, I can go down the list right here for you. Just in case you didn't know, we can start at quarterback, which we have 4 of them. Shedeur Sanders, of course, penciled in as the starter, with sophomores Destin Wade backing him up, Walter Taylor, Colton Allen, and also redshirt freshman Ryan Staub. All right, 4 are on scholarship. Let me see if I can break this down so y'all can understand what the list looks like, means, and so on. We got 23 seniors, 24 juniors, 10 sophomore, redshirt freshman 11, 24 signees 10 as of right now. Total scholarship count for 2024 is 78 as of right now. Offense 35, 37.5, defense 37.5, special teams 3. Let me see about these comments also before I get to the top of this roster on buffstampede.com. Shouts out to Own 3. A lot of people saying they don't like Own 3, but they like my dog Philip Dukes. Check that out. Let me know. Yes, Alto is going to Arizona State. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that decision. We got Detroit in the building. P. Holland said the interview last night. Yes, we had an interview last night with Johnny Chainsaw Chaney, the newest Colorado Buff. I got the first interview with him. Y'all can check that out on the page also. Home of the NY Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks doing their thing. What a great end to the work day. I appreciate it, Miss Bridget Maxey in the building. Yes, indeed. Southfield, Michigan. Right? He's here, Reverend B.J. Nelson up here from San Francisco. Well, okay, I appreciate that. Atlanta, stay focused and informed. You already know. Double salute. Rudy Wright said, "What's up, bro? Can you stop interviewing the parents because it seems like they are the main ones transferring?" Ha 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 ha. Lame tangle. Hey, Rudy. Hey, all love, dog. We got another parent coming up this week, and we know they're not transferring. They're coming in. We got the Hood brothers. Their parents will be joining me on Monday. Y'all check that out on Monday. Make sure y'all tune in. You can go ahead and click the notification bell on that video. That it should be under live and upcoming on my channel. Y'all should see it like that, and that way you'll be informed of the newest prime parents coming out live Monday, May 13th, 2024, 7 p.m. Eastern, with Colton and Brandon Hood. Their parents will be joining me, and also get ready. They got a Trenton Hood, a linebacker, family member that was Mr. Football or Defensive Player of the Year in 7A football in high school, Alabama high school football this past year. A middle linebacker kind of shaped like in the same mold of Montrez Walker, who we just signed, 5'11", 225, come from a football background, been backed by several people, E. Dewey Smith and my guy Philip Duke. So check that out and stay tuned for that middle linebacker, possibly, hopefully. He's right now listed as a pro walk on going to Auburn. So will he follow his family members, good friends, and our loved ones to come to Colorado and out in Boulder where it's colder and bounce around and get busy? Y'all already know how we do it. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff, man. Join the conversation if you can. Join the conversation if you can. The invite button, I'll add that in the chat right now. If somebody wants to join on and give their opinion. I'm taking all the opinions today, and we're talking about different things right here. But until then, let's update you guys on the official players who are still on the roster for the Colorado Buffaloes. And there you go. That's your quarterbacks. At running back, we got Rashad Amos, who came over, of course, from Ohio, Miami of Ohio, right? Or Ohio. Not Ohio, I'm sorry. Miami of Ohio, right? And Ohio was the defensive tackle. But we got Rashad Amos, Charlie Offerdahl, Dalen Hayden from Ohio State, Christian Serum, the walk-on, Brendan Hood coming over from high school, and Michael Welch with it's the freshman early entry though. So Rashad Amos, Dalen Haley, you see nobody's in that starting spot, meaning that it's wide open right now. Who do y'all think will be the starter at the running back spot? Wide receiver, highly competitive position right now for the Buffs. As we see right now, Jimmy Horn Jr. and Travis Hunter are the only ones with their name penciled in, looking like they're going to be, well, actually, these are the returners, but look like these guys are penciled in as the starters. Jimmy Horn Jr., Will Shepard, DeJounte Wester. All right. So you can count on those three productive, highly productive guys last year. And then Travis Hunter's like that swing guy. You know that he's going to steal. Yes, he's going to still need that spelling. So you got Terrell Timmons right there with that experience and size. But Omarion Miller is listed for some reason in his third slot. He should be up here along with these guys, or at least right here, because he's that big body guy who made some plays last year. But maybe they are high on Terrell Timmons. I am also, but I think Marion Miller is above and should be that fourth guy in this slot right here, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all thinking. Travis is not listed. I mean, he don't have to be listed as the starter. I see in the comments somebody saying, because y'all know he's going to be. he's like that swing guy. You know he's going to be out there in that starting front, but he's the guy who can get plugged in and out probably the fastest because he's going to be on defense. So depending on whether they start on offense or defense, I think is how this is broken down right here. Caleb Mathis, Cordero Russell, Asad Wasim. Russell, I think, can work his way up in this slot also. Jordan Onavoge also. He's looking good. Shout out to Gavin Marsh. Cam Michael, the freshman, going to be coming in along with Draylon Miller and Carson Westbrook. All of these guys can't wait until we have them all on campus and getting that competition. Rosecrans Bory said, too many receivers that's talented. I don't know what they are going to do. 5 wide, they better run the ball 12 times again. You know, because let's All right, we're still good to go. Yeah, look like we had a little lag in the internet for some reason, but we're still good to go right here. We'll make sure I get this back up to share with you guys on the screen. Our list that we just had is the updated roster for Coach Prime in Colorado as of today, as of right now. It's the updated one. All right, I'm back in effect. My bad. I froze for a minute, but I'm back in effect. All right, here we go. So if you scroll down to the bottom of this screen right here, bold started at least 6 games in 2023. Italics is a walk-on. Listed number of players at each position and on the team totals only includes scholarship players for 2024. All right, has red shirt available. SA will be a summer arrival. The star means has a red shirt available. SA means summer arrival. All right, let's get back to the running backs. If you're still with me, put an O 09 in the chats or something. Let me know. No car chronicles today. No. Next year, quarterback gonna be hard. I think. Julian Lewis. I like KK Johnson coming out in class 2025. So we'll see. Running backs though, or I'm sorry, wide receivers. We're gonna if we come out and we get the ball first, right? And gonna have first. Got 4 wide receivers. Who's gonna be on the field first? That's the question. You got Jimmy Horn Jr., Will Shepard, LeJontay Wester, and Travis Hunter. A lot of people are thinking that'll be the 4. Well, where's Amarion Miller? Right? Where's Miller? I think since Jimmy Horn Jr. and LeJontay Wester are so similar in size and what they can bring, maybe those two would be the rotation guys with Travis Hunter. Meaning, when Travis comes out, you put in the Jimmy. Or you put in LeJontay, or maybe LeJontay is starting with Will Shepard on the outside and Amarion Miller on the outside. LeJontay Wester in the slot along with Travis. Travis comes out, bring in Jimmy. LeJontay comes out, bring in Jimmy. Or Jimmy is in and Travis comes out, bring in LeJontay. You can rotate those guys. The big fellas come out, Shepard or Marion Miller. You bring in Terrell Timmons or Cordell Russell. Okay, inside backups. Cam Michael, Draylon Miller can play that slot position. Also can line up in the backfield and possibly get some handoffs or some jet sweeps. We'll see about that. I think that's going to be a big part of the offense this year that we haven't seen in the past. Those jet sweeps with the wide receivers and using those uber athletic guys like Draylon Miller, Cam McHale, DeJounte Wester, uh, Jimmy Horn Jr., and such. Those guys got to get the ball by any means possible, all type of different ways. No one is in the starting position right now at the tight end spot, but we have some projects and we have some possibles with Sam Hart coming over in the summer from Ohio State. Savell Smalls switching over from defensive end to tight end, working in the spring, along with Louis Passarello and Antonio Posadas. Brady Kopetz also, Morgan Pearson, and then Charlie Williams will be coming over from UNLV as a walk-on in the summertime. All right? Let me know what y'all think about the tight ends. Also, put your wide receiver first 4 in the chat right now. Let me see what y'all say. The first 4 wide receivers that you'll have on the field, put it in the chat right now. Let me know what you're thinking because, sure, I could do a whole segment just on the wide receivers. For real. I could do a whole segment just on the wide receivers with the possible guys that we could have out there. All right. So that's the tight ends as we get to the offensive line now. Penciled in as seniors. Penciled in as seniors. Sorry, it's not started, but penciled in as seniors. All right. That's why Marion Miller's right here. So these are the seniors, juniors, sophomores, and so on, guys. All right, offensive line seniors. Justin Mayers, Kareem Harden, Wyatt Hummel. He's a summer arrival. Also, check out Big Wyatt. He's going to be somebody to add on. Let me see here. Kareem Harden came over from JUCO last year, played some, and had a couple starts. Look out for him. Uh, Tyler Brown just got his graduate degree, but he is a junior on the field. Tyler Johnson came over from Houston. Yakiri Walker, the center from UConn. Khalil Benson, the right tackle from Indiana. Philip Houston came over from Florida International. Ethan Boyd, the big fellow from Michigan State. Ben Resnick, a holdover, and Camden Dempsey, the long snapper also. Big Hank Zelinskis, the super sophomore. He's the center. Peyton Kirkland, big, huge fella, 6'6", 350 plus pounds from Texas. He's coming over in the summer, along with another big bookend, Zach Owens, 6'6", 350 plus, coming over in the summer also. Cash Cleveland is there, early entry. Yaya Atia coming over from the NFL Academy in London. He'll be here in the summer. Also, Jordan Seats in the early entry. So on that offensive line, shook out for the spring, which was Khalil Benson at the right tackle, Jordan, Justin Mears, and Tom Brown working at both guard positions. Hank was the main man there at the center spot, backed up by Yakiri Walker. Also, Justin Mears made the start at the left tackle position, backed up by Philip Houston. So, line now shaping out and bringing over these big, huge young guys with multiple years left to play. How is that offensive line shaping up and looking right now? You can't say it's small at all, but I will say starters still looking like to me will be Jordan Seaton at the left tackle spot, Justin Mayers at left guard. As of right now, Hank Zelinski is at center. At right guard and right tackle, right guard would be Tyler Brown, and right tackle would be Khalil Benson. But a lot of people are saying that Ethan Boyd, coming over from Michigan State, can push Khalil Benson for their right tackle spot. Wyatt Hummel can play inside all positions, left guard, center to right guard. So he's going to be a guy to look out for coming over from Villanova. Kareem Harden has been some rumors around him. What can happen? Zach Owens, big, young guy, along with Peyton Kirkland, big, young bookends who can push for a starting spot if they come in and learn fast enough in the summer what to do on that offensive line. Learn that scheme, we'll see. Yaya Atia, I think, is a project. Cash Cleveland, young kid, a young player who can develop with, I think, a few more weight room sessions probably this summer, and then next winter workouts, we'll see some of him really improve himself. So look out for that offensive line. I'm loving how it's shaping up right now. The average size, I think it was listed at 6'4". He had those 6 guys, 350 plus pound guys on the offensive line. We're looking good there. Defensive line, do we have enough beef? That's the question. Let's look at these guys right here. Seniors, Shane Pope, Josie Wonko, Tariana Carter, Ryan Buell. Buell is the defensive lineman coming over from Ohio. Tariana Carter came over from Arkansas. Chidozie Wonko from Houston. Shane Coates from the Ivy Leagues. And, of course, he was there last year as a starter. So just that front four right there is an improved, look like a more of a 3-4 or 4-3. I'm sorry, 4-3 off defensive front right there with Shane Coates defensive end, Buell defensive end, Carter, and Wonko up the middle. But Buell plays defensive tackle. All of these guys play defensive tackle with Shane Coates can kick out, play that defensive end spot. Omari McNeil, Anquin Barnes, and Tawfiq Thomas. Big nasties. All 3 of those guys, big nasties. Amari McNeil, more of a pass rusher to me, can play the run also, but great hands, great feet. Came over. Why are we choppy? Am I choppy or is that you guys? Let me know if I'm good in the chat. Let me know if we're good in the chat, guys. Okay, see, I'm breaking up right here. Probably because, hold down. Let me do it like this. There we go. All right. Am I good right now? But just looking at the defensive line uh, with the big nasties who I was talking about, I'm liking those guys. Amari McNeil, Big Ryan Buell, who we just brought over, Anquin Barnes. I like Big Barnes. Of course, Chidozie Nwankwo on that defensive line. We got some guys there. The two kids from Michigan State who we were really going after, Harmon and Barrow. Yeah, they could have been some great improvements to that defensive line, but the ones that we have right now in place, I'm, I'm not mad at. Okay, all right, good. The ones we have in place right now, I'm definitely not mad at, guys. Make sure we good right there. The defensive line is the best group on the team. Jizzle said, okay. All right, I'd have to. I could argue with that and say another group. I'll say the wide receivers. Let me know what y'all think, and keep me informed. If the audio is okay, let me know. Keep me informed. All right. So defensive line. Also, you add on Quincy Wiggins as a defensive end. Came over from LSU. Brandon Davis Swain is the young guy on the defensive line. So you got a bunch of big fellas who are seniors and juniors on that defensive line. So grown men with some young fellas who got a lot of talent back there as a freshman and sophomores. Mari McNeil, Barnes, and Thomas. Thomas came over from Louisville. Um, he has a dog in him. All these guys got dog in them. That's the difference with this defensive line. And no hate on last year, but just talking about the improvement. That's the thing. These guys got that want to, that dog in them. They're not all just projects. Everywhere they've been, they've at least been productive somehow. With maybe you can argue that with Quincy Wiggins and Tawfiq Thomas, but Thomas has some playing time and he has the intangibles that you look for. A lot of these kids get behind some more talented guys at the school that they were at, and that way they're not able to get on the field. Case in point with the offensive lineman, the right tackle who came over from, let me see where he is, Big Ethan Boyd from Michigan State. He was behind number one offensive tackle who's now at Oklahoma, so he really can get on the field. So you can't say that he's transferring or these guys transferring so they can't play. I don't think so. Alan Keefe said we're still 1 to 2 defensive tackles that weigh 325 or more to stop the run up the middle. I've said that from the get go, and that's why I was really hard for Harmon. But I like what Anquin Barnes can possibly bring. Buell, like honestly, you're exactly right on that because all of these guys here, like Chidozie, is going to be good against the run. Tarion Carter is going to be good against the run. I think Buell is more of a pass rusher finesse type guy. Shane Coates the same. That doesn't mean they can't stop the run. That doesn't mean what they excel at better. They're quicker, faster guys. Outside can play the run, can stop the stretch runs and things. When I'm talking about tackles for loss, we're going to need Anquin Barnes to step up and do that. Amari McNeil to really step up and do that. Chidozie and Tarion to really be those guys. Now, weight-wise, Chidozie is 295, 300. Tarion is 303, 305. Anquin Barnes is that 310 range. Amari McNeil, 295 range, 290 range. Ryan Buell, 292, 280 range. See, so exactly what you're saying right there, I understand it because that's the reason why I was harping for Harmon so much from Michigan State because he was that 325-pound guy. So we'll see. We got a lot of depth. We got some guys who can sub in, who can spell the guys who are in there who might need some rest. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensive linemen. I'm talking about just up the middle. I said from the get go, I need 8 to 10 up the middle who can really play. I'm talking about just defensive linemen. Now, if you kick Shane Coates out, that means you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up the middle. Tafiq can also play outside a little bit. So let's say you got 5 up the middle now, right? You can still add some guys up that middle. I'm talking about big-bodied 321s. They're not easy to find. They're not hard. They're very hard to come by. So we'll see. How many D linemen do teams normally rotate in the game? Well, it depends on your team, and it depends on how many can play. You look at the championship ones, I think they rotate 4 to 6. 4 to 6. That's my point, Chico. You're making my point about that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I agree with you. Like too much depth, you never can have too much depth, especially on the defensive line. They're going to have to depend on injuries to get in right. And injuries going to come on that D line, dog. Let me see. Maria said, get them lights up, Big Dog Chico live. We here live. Yes, indeed. All right, so back to the defensive line. If we're looking at Wiggins as an outside player, David Swain as a young outsider, Shane Coates, defensive end. Rest of the guys I would look at as defensive tackles. All right. Yes, I would still vouch for a 320 guy. Up edge position. The big, strong pass rush edge position will be headed up, I think, by B.J. Green, the senior coming over from Arizona State. He'll be in the summer. Dayon Hayes from Pittsburgh. He's coming over in the summer, too. Two great, aggressive bookend guys you can put on either end and really get after the quarterback. They also play the run well and get tackles for loss. When those guys need a rest, you'll look for Arden Walker, who played last year, been hurt this spring. Keaton Wade came over from Kentucky, had some production there. Tristan Marios, the Canadian, he played well in the spring. He was the guy who got the sack against Jordan Seaton on the second play of the spring game. Sam Okunlola from Pittsburgh, who played on the opposite side of Dayon Hayes. He's going to be super productive. He'll probably back up B.J. Green or come in situational downs to play either the run or pass based off of whether Green is better against whichever one. Nikhil Webb-Walker from New Mexico State came over. Big 6'6", long rangey guy. Can really get after the pass rusher, show some flashes. Of course, I wonder what that clapping they're talking about in the back. All right. Y'all check that out. Let me see. Let me turn that off. Hold on. Stay with me now. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Back in effect. Let me see. 46 likes. Let's go. Get them up, man. Unbelievable. All right. Let's see here. My guy, Nikhil Webb-Walker. Yep, I just talked about him. Jacob Woda. He's been playing some defensive tackle since he gained a lot of weight. Big body guy. He's still not that 300-pounder, though. More around that 285-pound range. Been having his hand in the dirt. Taj McCoy can push for a starting role or at least pass downs. He's been looking good in pass rush situations. So as far as the buck edge go to pass rushers, B.J. Green, Dayon Hayes, Sam Okunlola, I would look for them to be the main 3 with Taj McCoy, Nikhil Webb-Walker, and Keaton Wade and Arden Walker looking to really get some playing time. And Tristan Marios, if he continue to show some improvements in what he's been doing, big 6'6" guy also, he could possibly be on the field. So we got some talent there at that buck edge position to rush the quarterback. So hit the like button, family. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. One love, for sure. Out of my mind. Since 2018, here's the list of coaches who have beaten Kirby Smart. Nick Saban, Dan Mullen, Tom Herman, Will Muschamp, and Ed Orgeron. Okunlola gonna be the guy. See, you need difference making playmakers. They have plenty of solid players. I like that, Daryl. Oh no. I thought Wiggins was an edge. No, Wiggins is a defensive end, so he'll be working with the defensive line. He's gonna have his hand in the dirt. The buck edges are the guys who can stand up sometimes on the end. All right, they can stand up. A lot of people gonna be happy on that sideline. You rotate the D line. You never can have too much depth. Exactly. Who Ant Jones? Oh no, that's what I've been saying. We need the defensive line to rotate, rotate, rotate. All right, rotation. Like we do those circuit drills back in the day, and the strength coach would be like, rotate. Lola Wilson, rotate, baby. Let's get it. All right. Now let's go to the linebacker spot. This is a spot a lot of people have been asking about. What can we do? What can we do? And who's going to be there? So the returners, the seniors. Seniors. Levante Bentley, Trevor Woods. Those were the main two. Woods was the weak side backer. Levante Bentley, the strong side. Mike backer, making the calls. Brandon Gant backing up Trevor Woods as that weak side. Jeremiah Brown been playing a little bit of both. Jalen Wester, the junior, super fast guy, linebacker. I like his instincts as well. The brother of LeJontay Wester. He's been backing up Levante, also playing some of Trevor Woods' weak side spot. We're going to see how he feels out. But Nikhil Hill Green, Nikhil Hill Green, is the guy that a lot of people have been raving about and talking about and saying, and even I saw footage saying that, hey, he might be the main man. He might be that guy. He might be the difference maker. Even on the interview yesterday with Dukes the Scoop, he said that look out for Nikhil Hill Green. He's going to be that difference maker at the linebacker position. All right. What y'all think about that? Nikhil Hill Green as the starter at linebacker? Let me know. I also like Johnny Chainsaw Chaney Jr. Check out his interview I did with him yesterday. He could really get a lot of playing time. You look at his film, he's great in space, can really play on the outside edge, whether it's in passing downs or rush the passer or getting in the backfield for run plays. He can also rush the passer on passing downs or dropping the coverage, playing the screens or the quick pass to the wide receiver. A good tackler in space. Look like he's a former safety. Has that speed and can really dissect the play before it even happens out there. So, shouts out to Chaney Jr. The guys who I see playing a lot, of course, you're gonna have Bentley out there. You're gonna have Woods out there. The Hill Green is gonna eventually, I think, be the man in the middle for that defense. Johnny Chaney is gonna get a lot of tick. B. Gant, we'll see how he pans out. Some of the things in the spring I thought he could have improved on, but he is a rangy guy with some good instincts. Jeremiah Brown really showed his butt in the spring. We'll see how it plays out as a depth chart. Can he break into that playing role, or will he be more of a special teams guy this year also, along with Jalen Wester? Bo Simmons, LaPena, I like that name, Bo Simmons. LaPena also back up, providing that depth in special teams. Kyrian Garcia and Gage Goldberg. Y'all know who Goldberg is, brother. Give it up for Gage Goldberg. We'll see how he pan out also. At the cornerback spot, a lot of competition there also. Before I move to the cornerbacks, let me see what y'all saying about the linebackers in the chat right now. You see Daryl Hill Green was at Michigan. Yeah, he played at Michigan. Yep. Hill Green and Chainsaw Duo. That's gonna be hard. Woo, that's gonna be hard. Getting bigger was UGA's plan that they leveled up. CP is definitely doing the same thing. He is building the foundation for Shiggity. What does SA mean? Summer arrival. It's for SA. Summer arrival. Damn, I would hate to be a linebackers coach, receiver coach, or D-line coach. So many options, grades, injuries, etc. would be a factor. I would look in this position. I would rather be the D-line coach because you're gonna rotate them anyway. I think our linebackers are good too, especially in combo with D-line. So long as we can stop the center and guard from getting to the second level, we're good. That's my out of my mind. You hit it right on the spot. That's why I like Chidozie Owonkwo. If he could be that block bully and take on two blocks, Anquan Barnes can stay low, take on two blocks. Mari McNeil can cause some havoc getting in the backfield with his quickness. Taurean Carter can be a big space eating guy. All of those guys can eat up some blocks and make some plays. and here and there, it's going to be an improvement on the defensive line. I'm excited about a lot of these guys across the board from top to bottom to where I think we've made significant improvements in places where we've seen guys leave. Shouts out to Big Chaz Wallace. He's now at NC State. I think DV Harris, our defensive end, he's at Marshall. Kyrie Mans ended up going to James Madison, I think. Bishop Thomas just got signed on with Georgia State along with Savion Wilkerson. Alton McCaskill just got signed on with Arizona State. So congrats to those guys who found them a place, a home in the portal. Haven't heard anything from Kamani McLean yet, though. Hill Green better than Bentley. Bentley can beat it. Rosecrans said, come on now. Jeremiah Brown will be on special teams, okay. Bentley will be getting multiple sacks this year. I hope so. Hope he'll be a lot more aggressive. Why not? What does SA mean along with the attached to the name? SA means summer arrival. EE means early arrival. I heard that earlier. Alto committed to Arizona State. Yes, Alto is at Arizona State. I'm excited to see what Hill Green will do. Hill Green definitely is starting. They better protect two for the season is lost. Happy for Alto. Bentley is that guy. A lot of small corners for us not picking up punts. All right, so as far as the cornerbacks and punts go, I heard a lot of people talking about punts. And then you look at what Coach Prime is bringing in and why he's bringing them in, right? Let me just go look at these right quick. Cornerbacks. Preston Hodge came over from Liberty. Great season last year. Fits the mold. 6 foot, 5'11 and a half, 6 foot cornerback. Physical, can play in press coverage. Travis Hunter is Travis Hunter. Ivan Yates coming over from Furman, right? Fits the mold. 6 feet, 185 to 190 pounds. That's what Coach Prime is looking for. He wants that size at corner. Same thing for DJ McKinney. 6 feet plus, long arms, 185 pounds. Brandon Keith, I think, walk on. Isaiah Hodge is a holdover. You saw what he did in the spring game. Athlete. Colton Hood, super fast, athletic, coming over from the SEC, fits that mold. 6 foot cornerback plus 185 plus pounds. Namir Robinson, walk on. He's the exception to this but he's a holdover. Of course, he's not 6 feet, 5'9", I think. Then you got Ben Boozy coming over, fits that mold. Malachi Murphy, fits big cornerback. Cole Mathis, he's going to be a walk-on. That's the son of Kevin Mathis and the brother of Caleb Mathis, of course. Then Angel Lopez. So the only under 6 feet corners right now would be Cole Mathis, the freshman, walk-on. Namir Robinson, the walk-on sophomore. Isaiah Hodge, I think you can put him at 5'11", 6 feet. And everybody else fitting the mold is what Coach Prime looking for. So you got Preston Hodge will be probably a starter. Travis a starter. Yates will push to start. DJ McKinney a starter. Colton Hood could be a starter. So when Coach Prime said we had 4 more corners coming, I'm thinking he's talking about Ben Boozy, Malachi Murphy, Angel Lopez, and then Ivan Yates, of course, Colton Hood. So we good. We good. No, we good. We can add another corner. We can never have too many defensive linemen and cornerbacks, dog. Because, especially on defensive linemen and cornerbacks, we need those all day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 corners right now. Still need more. I think we have spots to fill in. I think we have at least, 8 to 9 more scholarships to put out there. I would put at least 2 more at the cornerback spot that I would look to bring over. That's just me. All right. At the safety position, I'm happy at the safety spot also. Shiloh Sanders, Cameron Silman Craig, Travis J. Shouts out to him for just graduating, getting his degree. Herman Smith, the third. Ben Finiseth, Alton Dalkey, Carter Stockmeyer coming over from the cornerback spot. R.J. Johnson coming over from Arkansas. And then Brandon Miller. Can we add more safeties? Yes. Do we need more safeties? That's yet to be determined. We're going to have Shiloh back there. We're going to have Cam back there starting, I would think. R.J. Johnson going to push for some playing time. Carter Stockmeyer, if he can show that he understands what's going on at that safety spot, he has the ability to play it. Herman Smith, is better than a lot of people even know. Not sure how healthy Travis J is right now, but he's a good heady player. May just provide some stability back there. Not sure about Brandon Miller. Dalkey is the walk-on along with Ben Finney-Self. We know what they can provide. So we'll see what happens at that safety spot too. I will get your comments in a second. Let me see. El Hombre Negro said, looking terrible for Colorado. In what spots? What aspects? A lot of young corners, yep. Need an elite cornerback for their nickel scheme to be elite secondary. Interested to see Cam Michael. I would have liked to see that. It's a couple of corners in the transfer portal. I would love to see. No one's talking about Jimmy Horn. Is he coming back? Yes. Check him out. We looked at the wide receivers at the beginning of this live. Check it out. Hope the coaches are doing their job since we're getting necessary players. Need to be accountable. The play call needs to be immaculate. All right. Let's look at where we going next. Let's go to our specialties guys. Let's go to specialty guys. Alejandro Mata, Jace Feely, and Christian Palazzo, the same kickers from last year. We're bringing in Daniel Gerlach. Um, I'm 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 okay with that. I'm happy with that. Matter of fact, I like Mata. Feely got a chance to improve, and Palazzo, he's more of a kickoff specialist. We'll see how that works out. Punter is mate Mark Fassett. Shouts out to Mark Fassett, 6'4" punter, who was one of the best last year in college football. Look out for him. No, we said We said R.J. Johnson at the safety spot. He back there. I said he's gonna push for some playing time, I think. But the starters will be Shiloh and Cameron, Sim and Craig. Herman Smith and R.J. Johnson, I think, will be the backups. Carter Stottmeyer, Ben Peterson can come in to play. I do think we need a couple of more safeties back there just for depth. Long snapper, Cameron Dempsey and Gabe Lander. Shout out to them. And that's our official list as of right now for the Colorado Buffaloes. The updated Colorado Buffalo eligibility chart. Buffaloes up to 78 scholarships, commitments for the 2024 season. So that leaves us with what? 7 scholarships to get us to 85? 7 scholarships to get us to 85. What are you thinking? Let me know. I want to share this other screen with you guys right here from give these guys a shout out also. Buffzone.com, who I do the Buff Time podcast with, Brian Howell. So check out, you guys can see this list right here. This is the 2024 transfer portal tracker. Talking about all the transfers leaving and the transfer players added, name by name, list by list. As you'll see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players off. Just like I said, 7 scholarships left. So we filled in those spots nicely. I would say starting back in December the 10th, Terrell Timmons, wide receiver. Shimon Maytair, he's now gone from December the 10th. Will Shepard, the wide receiver, December 14th, came over from Vanderbilt. Destin Wade, December 15th, quarterback from Kentucky, along with his brother, Keaton Wade, outside linebacker from Kentucky. December 16th, Preston Hodge, who we talked about, DB Liberty. December 17th, Quincy Wiggins. We got 4 of them. Cordell Russell, Walter Taylor, and Anquan Barnes on that same day. Followed by Chidozie Nwankwo, Sam Okunlola, Philip Houston, DJ McKinney, LeJontay Wester, Tarion Carter, Nikhil Webb Walker, Jalen Wester, Herman Smith III, BJ Green, Sam Hart, Ryan Buell, Dayon Hayes, Peyton Kirkland, Dalen Hayden. That was a great day right there, April 21st. Buell, Hayes, Kirkland, and Hayden all in one day. Followed by Rashad Amos, Wyatt Hummel, Nikhil Green, Colton Hood, Zach Owens, R.J. Johnson, Ethan Boyd, Ivan Yates, John Chainsaw Chaney Jr., and who's next, in the words of Goldberg? Who's next? Who should be next? Let me know in the chat. Chad Griffin said, oh, now, from Southside of ATL, baby. You already know what it is. Shouts out to the SWATs. Southwest Atlanta GA. Chico, what else we need this year to make our championship run? I don't know if it's in the transfer portal right now, but what I would say would be needed. You could say depth, more guys pushing for that depth, meaning that meaning you just want those specific fits. Should I say? I think those specific fits in certain positions will be there. And the only positions I can say that we don't have those specific fits in, or we're a little bit off from those specific fits, would be defensive line. Why do I say that? Because those specific fits that I was asking for and looking for this offseason was for that. At least for a guy, maybe we got the guy on the roster who can provide the impact of a 6'4", 6'5", 320-pound monster in the middle. All right, a guy you put in on first down, second down, or whatever short down yardage, and you say take up blocks and stop the run, make a pile, nothing up the middle. That's what he's there for. We can't just keep getting gouged up the middle for runs, for long runs at that. You can't keep giving that up if you want to be successful. We got to have guys who make plays up the middle because teams are going to test you up the middle, and you have to. You have to be there. You have to show up. And that's on your linebackers and that's on your defensive line, period. And if you can't do that, you're going to have problems all day and all night, dog. So I think we need to address that 100%. If we already have those guys on the roster, we need to identify those guys, and they need to know their roles and shut their mouths. You know, they need to know their roles and know that this is what I'm going to excel at. This is what I'm asked to do. This is going to be my role to help this team win. If I got to be there and go in on first down and say, "Hey, no running coming up the middle. Y'all can run it somewhere else, but you're not running up the middle, dog." And that's the attitude you got to have. You can run it somewhere else, but you're not running up the middle. All right. And when we find out who those guys are on the team, and we put them in that position to do that, then we'll be good to go. 9 out of 10 Samoans make it to the NFL. Damn sure seem like it, don't it? And I think we could find a big oos somewhere out there, man, that's looking to play football, whether he's in the portal or not. He might just be back in America Samoa, working or whatever. And he's looking for an opportunity. But he rolled out of bed, 320 pounds, 6'5". You feel me? In shape, ready to go. Find him. Find some diamonds in the rough. Because somewhere they are out there and they're ready to play. You can't tell me otherwise, all right? Let's see here. I hope President Hodge gets some field time this year. I didn't realize he was a senior this year. Let's go, Hodge. Put in that work. DJ McKinney, a sophomore. Yeah, he's going to be there. Started as a freshman last year. He played a lot as a freshman last year. If Livingston calls a clean, uncomplicated defensive plan, it would be. I like that. Arizona State already got 3 good running backs. Should have just stayed. Damn. Fast Willie Gaines signed with Murray State. He did. I forgot about Fast Willie Gaines. Shout out to my boy Willie Gaines, dog. Oregon destroyed Hodge and Liberty in the bowl game last year. Oregon has destroyed everybody in in games last year. Honestly, shoot. Can't even hate on that. Hope they go 4-3. Hope they go with the 4-3 defense. Jeremiah Brown, strong side with chainsaw, middle linebacker to kill on the weak side. Woo! Big 12 like to run. That would be a hellified defensive scheme. You know what? I would like to see some 4-3 out there. I would definitely like to see that because we might have better tackling. Like that linebacker could be that third guy could be a linebacker or a safety. I think our linebackers are better at tackling than those safeties. Where we need Brooks from Texas DB and Matthews from Texas A&M safety. Yeah, I like both of those guys. I'm not sure if we can get either one of those guys, but I like both of those guys. So, yeah, let me know what y'all thinking in the chat. I'm going to get to the chat in a second. 09 to everybody out there. I appreciate you guys. Hit the like, subscribe, comment. Y'all make sure y'all share this page. Become a member. If you're not a member, support the page somehow because I appreciate it. Chaney, Bentley, Hill in the 4-3 would be nasty. That's what I'm talking about. D'Angelo Pons. See recruiting high school O-lineman Samoan from Colorado looked good too, although not rated high. You know, we're not worried about that ratings, baby. We're worried about if they can play. A lot of people be stuck on those ratings. Don't worry about the ratings. Worry about if they can play. Hold up. Is the applause sound still playing? If it is, that's my bad. This whole time. Nobody told me. Unbelievable. That's my bad if the applause sound was playing in the background. That's my bad, all right? They say I'm still talking about this average roster. We're going to see how average it is when the season starts, big dog. All right? Turn freely into the linebacker. Oh, now Chico Blessings from South Carolina. YG Nate, what's happening, baby? P. Holland, what's up with you? Fiji 19, all right. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the applause in the background. I didn't hear y'all saying about the applause in the background. But yeah, we here, man, and we got more to come. Y'all stay tuned. I got something special for y'all later on today. Should be nighttime for some people, but stay tuned, all right? Check out the interviews we just did with Duke the Scoop, Johnny Chainsaw Chaney, and check out the Buff Time podcast. We got Buffum updates coming up soon. We got next Monday. Y'all go ahead and subscribe now for the next Prime Parents episode dropping. You dig? You already know what it is. BIW up, Chico to the scene, the place to be. We're going to be up and about this thing. We'll be back for more in a minute. All right, stay tuned to the Big Dog Chico Sports Network. We up and about. Yeah. One time for your mind, two times for your brain. Let's go.